I had to go ahead and say, call Allah Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shah Bahashim, Rahak Radash. Alright, man, that's who this world ignorantly calls God and Jesus Christ in the ancient Paleo Hebrew tongue. You know, first and foremost, so I had to give double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and teach real well, and who are truly the overseers of Israel today, right? Also had to give a shout out, a big shout out to the Ak Kazak, who I also teach under out here in Greenville, South Carolina, the head of the Men of Israel camp, right? Also had to give a shout out to you Akim, that be you brethren, across the four corners of the earth, that's out here pushing and teaching this truth and sincerity. You know, the 100% truth first and foremost, right? Also had to give a shout out to you Akwaf, that be you sisters, you know, to the ones who truly believe and take heed in these end times, man. And to y'all, I like to say shalom, right? Alright, man, it's the Ak the Bot coming back through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemal Shah once again. You know, with another in transit, man. Actually, you know, later on in the day from the first one, you know, y'all, I should be able to go home and go ahead and upload them, but I went ahead and recorded them today for you. You know, really going into how now that I'm just leaving the plantation, man. And man, the Lord works beautifully. First and foremost, let me go ahead and get that out the way, man. Man, the Lord works beautifully. Do you hear me? So I got this Ephraim Jake at my job. You know, I was talking to him about truth and everything. You know, and I was just going into everything that's going on. And this was months ago. You know, probably about 6 months ago. You know, and I was telling him, like, man, this place finna fall. Like, you know, America finna fall. You know, because that's just the conversation that we was having. You know, and I wanted to, the scriptures, of course, you know, to bring out the truth to him. You know, but Jake didn't take heed. Jake didn't believe, right? But it's crazy how today, man, the Lord had a 2/3 team lead, you know, ended up talking about how, you know, America's falling and man, they're like, this place is falling and World War III has already started and you know, we basically were just going into that whole topic, you know. And I was just right there, like, in my mind, I was like, dang, this is crazy, because I literally was talking to Jake about this 6 months ago, and Jake didn't believe me. But I was noticing how Jake was, and he was sitting in a shock. You know, the Ephraim Jake, you know, because the team lead, the 2/3 team lead, you know, he's Judah. He would come from the tribe. Well, I believe he's Judah. Let me just say he's Southern Kingdom instead. He's Southern Kingdom, right? But then the Northern Kingdom Jake, I've been talking to the Northern Kingdom Jake about truth, you know, a couple months ago, about 6 months ago, breaking it down on him, like, what's all going on. You know, Russia not playing, YM not playing, Iraq not playing, North Korea not playing. They all about to come against this place. You know, then, you know, when this Southern Kingdom Jake, you know, the team lead, he came and was talking about it, and Jake was just sitting in the awe. Jake was just looking like, whoa, like, are you serious? And I was just peeping him. And I was just like, and I told him after we got done talking, I said, you know what's crazy? I said, everything that he just said, bro, I told you months ago, bro, and you ain't believe me. I told the Northern Kingdom Jake, I said, you ain't believe me. I said, and the Lord just had him come and say everything, reiterate everything that I said. And you was locked in. I said, because literally everything I said, and it was broken down beautifully, do not get me wrong, you know, I broke it down to where, you know, Jake will be able to understand, to where, you know, everything was smooth. Everything was smooth for Jake, right? That's how it was broken down. Everything was smooth for Jake, you know, when I had broken down to him. You know, and the Lord ended up having another Southern Kingdom Jake come and just was spitballing, but was talking about what I was talking about. You know, and it was a few points, you know, in there that the Southern Kingdom Jake was talking about. You know, he was going off a little bit. You know, he was talking. You know, we got to talking about. You know, first and foremost, it kind of started off as, you know, how I was telling him, I was like, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Indians, you know, we all the same people. And I was talking to another Northern Kingdom Zion. I was telling her, like, no, gringo. I was like, gringo, no, we not the same. Because she was like, you know, we the same. And I was like, no, hell no, gringo, we not the same with them motherfuckers. You know, and that's how everything started. You know, we ended up talking about, after the Zion left, we ended up talking about, you know, all that's going on with them in America. And talking about why do people celebrate these holidays. But the main topic we was talking about was America is falling, man. You know, in the Southern Kingdom, Jake, he said he got a guy in the I believe he said Marines or the Army. I'm gonna just say the military. He got somebody in the military, and the guy was like, he said, you know, World War III been started, but everybody don't notice it, everybody don't realize it. You know, and I thought about the scripture, you know, for now is a high time to awake out of sleep, for our salvation is nearer than we believe, right? And it was like, man, World War III already done started. You know, man, this place about to, you know, it's about to fall, man, you know. And I was just thinking, like, man, people not even paying attention. You know, people still sleep. They're not even watching the signs. You know, the scripture always says, roughly paraphrasing, you know, blessed are they that watch and keep their garment, lest they walk naked and they see their shame. You know, the like-minded brethren like myself, you know, are out here, man. We're watching the signs. You know, the prophets of Yahweh Bashim Shah, we're watching the signs. And, you know, we're understanding what's going on. We're seeing what's going on, not just in America's news, but the worldwide news. We're watching all of that. You know, we're seeing what's happening. We're understanding that Yahweh Bashim Shah is about to return, you know. Yahweh Bashim Shah is about to bring this place down. You know, when Yahweh Shah returns, when he comes back. You know, and all the signs are here, you know. Elon Musk got the Neuralink coming, you know, and, you know, the RFID coming strong too. You know, and that's what, you know, the Southern Kingdom was kind of talking about. And then we kind of got on the topic of, you know, he was like, and that's why he kind of was bullshitting, and I had to cut him up on it. And I was telling him, like, nah, you tripping, because he was saying, you know, that he doesn't believe that America's that somebody's gonna actually invade America. And I said, why don't you believe that? He said, because, you know, man, I got my AR, I got my 9mm, and I got my shotgun, you know. And I was just listening to Jake, and I was like, man, I said, that's not gonna stop an army, bro. I said, everything you got ain't gonna stop an army. It's one of you. It's a whole bunch of them motherfuckers. I said, it's already a whole bunch of them coming. I said, and they coming to bring this place down. This place is gonna fall, whether you believe it or not. I said, so your little guns that you have, man, that's not gonna stop this. That's not gonna stop, you know, them from coming. That's not gonna hold off armies, you know. That's not gonna, you know what I mean? That's not gonna work, you know. I said, because, you know, I didn't really go into, you know, with talking with them, I didn't really say much. I just kind of spoke on articles and things that, you know, have come to pass. But, you know, at the job site, excuse me, Slocky. At the job site, you know, I don't really talk too much about the scriptures, you know, because, nah, them motherfuckers is through. But that's neither here nor there. But we just was going into, you know, how America is falling. This place is falling, and World War III is here. You know, and I was surprised myself to even hear, you know, a team lead saying this. It was a Southern Kingdom team lead, and he was just sitting right there saying, like, man, this place is falling. This place is falling. You know, people not even paying attention, and this place is falling behind their, you know, behind in front of their eyes, and they don't even know. They think everything is still good. You know, and with me tying everything to the scriptures, I'm just like, yeah, I'm like, man, this place is falling. You know, this place is about to fall. You know, like I said, he was saying he don't believe it's gonna be invaded. And then he was also saying, man, he don't think Putin is bold enough to shoot a missile over here. I said, you're stupid. I said, Putin is gonna destroy this place. I said, Putin is not no joke, man. Putin ain't no joke, man. Putin, man, that man is gonna Putin is gonna be in the forefront of bringing this bitch down, man. I'm telling you, Putin is gonna be in the front of bringing this bitch down. You know, whether people believe it or not, it's gonna, you know, Putin, and he's gonna have his friends with him. China, North Korea, you know what I'm saying? YM, Iraq, and them. All of them are gonna start aligning, you know, and pointing to the U.S. And that's kind of what the Southern Kingdom, Jake was saying. He was just like, man, America's doing all this, that, and the third, you know, but all the fingers are starting to point at the U.S. You know, we were kind of talking about an ass load at one time, you know, but it was still basically going into the, you know, the downfall of this place, you know. And like I mentioned, how we was talking about, you know, the chip and the neural, you know, the Neuralink and everything. He was saying, man, that's how you know it's the end. It's the end. And I was just like, like, God, like, you know, in my head, I'm just like, yeah, it is the end, man. You know, in my head, I'm like, you know, Yahweh Shai finna return. You know, and but Jake was just sitting right there saying it, and Jake was just going into all of it. The Lord had him talking about it. And like I said, the whole time, I'm just looking at the Northern Kingdom Jake, and was just like, man, that's crazy that the Lord has somebody. I didn't even talk to this. I didn't even talk to this Southern Kingdom Jake about anything. You know, and he just was out there talking about it, and I was just looking at Northern Kingdom Jake the whole time. Like, damn, I told Jake about this, man. And Jake didn't believe nothing I was saying. Jake thought I was bullshit. You know, but now the Lord has a whole nother Jake talking about it. And Jake just was like sitting in the So he was like, for real? And then he was kind of adding, he was like, damn, you know, that does make sense, you know. I seen this happen, and I seen that happen. And I seen this happen, and I seen that happen. I was like, damn, and I told him. I was like, man, you didn't believe me, man. I said, you didn't believe me, man. I thought about it when I was talking to the Northern Kingdom Jake. I was like, you know, then shall thou know a prophet was among them, man. I said, then shall I know a prophet was among them, because I told you this. And I broke it down via scriptures. I broke it down through the scriptures. I backed up what I was talking about. I showed articles. I broke it down all the way. But Jake didn't hearken. Jake didn't believe. But the Lord had a whole nother Southern Kingdom Jake talking about it, just spitballing. And Jake was just like, damn, that's crazy. You know? You know, really, it was all beautiful, you know, to watch see, you know, happen. But man, I was just thinking, man, like, this place is really about to fall, man, and people still don't understand that. People don't understand that. People are still believing it's a game. People are still taking this as a joke. I said, man, this is no joke, man. This is no joke, man. America is going to fall in front of y'all eyes, man. America is about to fall in front of y'all eyes. Whether y'all believe it or not, America is about to fall. America is about to fall, man. You know? But I just want to come on here, man, and you know, and just talk about that point, man, of how that was beautiful that the Lord had that happen, man. I was at work. I was at the plantation, you know? And the Lord had another Southern Kingdom Jake go into it, you know? And I was just right there, you know, talking about it. You know what I mean? And just telling them like, hey, bro, like what he's saying is true. I was basically just confirming what the Jake was saying. And you know what I mean? But the whole moral of the story, man, America's about to fall. And for the ones that, you know, the prophets have been out here telling, and y'all motherfuckers didn't listen, y'all didn't hearken, y'all are gonna know a prophet was among y'all, man. And y'all gonna understand that y'all was wrong. And what we were saying was true, you know? But then I seen a post on Instagram, and it was telling me about the scene that said the time of Noah, you know, said they didn't believe until the flood actually came. You know, and that's how y'all gonna be in this time. Y'all not gonna believe until this fire actually come. So hey, man, it is what it is, man. Y'all gonna have to fucking deal with it on y'all own, man. But y'all can't say y'all didn't know. Y'all can't say y'all didn't know America was gonna fall. Y'all can't say y'all didn't know everything that's gonna happen. You know, a martial law, famine coming, pestilence. You know, then judgment. You know, y'all can't say y'all didn't know, man. You know. But But hey, man, Abba Ratazah was edifying with another quick in transit. You know, but man, with that, man, I'm gonna go ahead and end it, man. Call Allah Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah Bahashem Rakha Kodash Awad Baba Ball, man. Death to the wicked, man. Shalom, 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 man.